wanting to use the distributive property and other multiplication properties to factor the expression of xy plus x. Well, here we need to notice that with this x, please realize that this is like saying xy plus a 1 times an x. Because remember that 1 times anything is still that object. Now, if we look at this, you'll notice that there is an x in both terms. Factoring is like we are dividing each term by the same item. So we find what is common in both terms, which in this particular case is an x. So we're going to take out an x. And so it's like we take out an x from both terms, and then we see what is left over. What is left over in this first term is a y. What is left over in the second term is a 1. So what you need to look at is how can you write this right here, think of it as x times y plus an x. Well, you only have one item right here in this term. So if you only have one item, always go back and put a coefficient. Always make sure that it has a coefficient, okay? That way you have two items and you can take it out. Now let's look at another example that we're asked about, and that is an a squared times a b plus an a times a b squared. Look at what each of these actually represents. Now this a squared is the same thing as saying a times a, and then we have it times a b. Plus, we have an a, and then this b squared is the same thing as b times a b. When we're factoring, again, we want to take the same thing out of both terms. So I look at both terms. Okay, I have an a in both terms, so I can factor out an a. Well, I have this a, but I don't have an a over here, so I can't take this a out. But I do have a b in both terms, so I can take a b out. I have another b over here, but I don't have another b over here, so I can't factor out another b. So then I look and I say, okay, I've taken an a and a b out of each term. I put my leftovers in my parentheses, and then I keep my sign. You're always putting your leftovers in your parentheses, and you're putting whatever's common out in front. That's what you're taking out. Okay? So try a couple more of those, and then let me know if you have any questions.